Sometimes being with Jesus can be frustrating. I mean, he doesn't always do what I want him to do. Take, for instance, the story where the disciples are in the boat and Jesus is sleeping. And they're rowing, and he's just passed out. And maybe they're thinking, why isn't he working with us? I mean, I know he was teaching all day, but still, he should pull his weight. And then the storm comes up. And it's like lightning and thunder, and everyone's, kind of scared. And they look over at Jesus, and he's like knocked out asleep. And maybe someone thought, why is he sleeping? I mean, this is scary. He should be comforting me or at least helping at the oars now, because now it's way harder than it was before. And then the storm gets worse. The waves get bigger and they start coming over the side, and half of the disciples are bailing for their lives and the other half are rowing for their lives. And in their panic, maybe someone looked over at Jesus and said, what in the world? He's still asleep? Why isn't he doing something? Why isn't he bailing out? Why isn't he rowing? Why isn't he saving us? And then, just at the final moment, right before the ship is getting ready to sink, someone grabs Jesus and Jesus wakes up. And he doesn't panic. He doesn't start bailing. He doesn't start rowing. He doesn't start working or sailing or doing anything. He just says, peace. And maybe he was speaking to the storm, or maybe he was speaking to the disciples' hearts, or maybe he was speaking to you and me. Peace. One of the last things Jesus said before he went up into heaven was, I will be with you always, even to the end of the age. That promise says he'll be with us. He didn't say, I'll be sitting next to you rowing. He didn't say, I will be bailing out the water. He didn't say, I will be speaking to you. He said, I will be with you. And Paul says that God will meet all of our needs according to his glorious riches. You see, in that moment during the storm, the disciples didn't need another man rowing. They didn't need another pair of hands bailing. They needed to learn that they could trust in Jesus, even if he wasn't doing anything. Now, in my life, there's tons of things that I want Jesus to step up and do. But when he doesn't do what I want him to do, I need to learn the lesson of the disciples and realize that he's still with me, even if he's not speaking or doing what I want or what I feel like I need. He's with me. And when I do need him to act or to speak, he will. And he'll step up and he'll say peace. And when I understand that, I'll be able to turn to the storm and say, God's got this. God bless you today.